So with my preschool dream interpretation skills, I decided I've always been an evangelist. I've always wanted people. I'm always on search and rescue. That's why I go to the places I go. And I'm always looking for ways to, whatever God gives me, I want to use it on the street. I want to find a way to get into the heart. I want to find a way to build a bridge. I want to find a way to lower a bridge. I want to find a way to endure with someone until they find a message or they feel something of God's love, because I just can't stand it that they don't know. That's just how I feel about it. So I decided that I would host a dream interpretation team for the 2002 Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City, a world event. It's great. We had 27 of us that didn't know what we were doing. And on top of that, we were like, we're going to get media coverage. You know, we were all like, we're going to get one of those athletes, and there's going to be, you know, like a ESPN interviewing them, and we're going to walk up and we're going to say, have you had a dream? And they're going to say, well, yes, I did. I had a dream the night before, and this is the kind of how we pictured in our mind. And, yeah, it was funny. It was really funny. And I was so frustrated because I couldn't get in. I mean, sometimes I would keep a person like at a coffee shop for about 2 hours trying to interpret their dream. And finally they'd say, I have to go. Right? So I'm like, this isn't working out. So we had decided that we would we would actually make an appointment with a bar/restaurant that we come in and do free dream interpretation during the Olympics, free for the Olympics. We want to be able to, give back to the world what we've, so they had a sign up in the foyer of their restaurant and said, the dream interpreters will be here tonight. And by that time, by 5 days into it, I was like, I don't want to go out. Don't make me go. This is not good. And so I stewed all afternoon. I was back and forth. I was like, God, please don't make me go. You know, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I don't ever want to do it again. Well, at least for a week. I won't make another mistake for a week, maybe, but you never know. So I just went ahead and I said, we're just going to do it. Just take paper and a pen and I just instructing the team, just bring it, just write down things that you think. And I'm not kidding you. I put my hand on the door of that place to go in, and the Holy Spirit spoke to me and he said, will you chill out? I know how to do this. I mean, that's how it went. That was my intro into dream interpretation. And then, of course, we have the church, and they were questioning and wondering, and Charisma magazine had gotten a hold of it because of the Olympics, and they did an article on us, and John Paul had called and said, just be yourself, and he says, well, I mean, what I mean is, yeah. I said, I know what you mean. I'll cool it. I'll chill. I'll be nice. I won't say anything to embarrass you. I'll try not. Well, but anyway, so the article went really well. It was very well done, very, very tasteful. But I got a call in the middle of my outreach from a pastor, and he was up in the Washington area, and he said to me, I read your article in this Charisma magazine, and I just have to tell you that, you're doing dream interpretation for the Olympics. And he said, well, that's very controversial, and I don't believe in it. And without even thinking, it came out of my mouth, well, I'm not trying to reach you. I'm like, you're saved. And I mean, I just didn't, how it goes. And I thought, I'm trying to reach people that would never come to church, that wouldn't come in the door, right? So that was my intro into how this all started. And it really kind of got good because we had to practice. So what we decided we would do, my little team, bless them, they're still alive. And they, and we're in, they were in Utah. And so we had about 8 of us. And we decided that we would go into our New Age bookstore. And we would be their dream interpreters. And we said, we're practicing, we're learning to interpret dreams, which of course they're all over that. Now, remember, I got saved in 73. So I was not into any of the arenas I have gone into. I wasn't into porn, I wasn't into New Age, I wasn't into paganism, I wasn't into any of it, nothing. Burning Man, that'll be Saturday. I'll talk about that. But it's a pagan festival in the Black Rock Desert of Nevada, and this will be 12 years. And so I went into the New Age store, and I said, we need to practice interpreting dreams. And they said, well, why don't I get some of my friends, this is the head of it, why don't I get some of my friends and you can interpret our dreams and we'll see how good you are. And I thought, oh no, like, well, we're practicing, Well, we got together, our little dream team, and we prayed and we asked the Lord to give us interpretation of dreams and tell us even before what their dreams were. And he did. So we not only had the interpretation of the dream, we knew what the dream was before they told us what it was. And he was scratching his head. He said, I have never met anyone as gifted, no one like this. And I said, yeah, I bet, right? I bet you haven't. So he said, how many dreams do you need to be able to qualify for whatever your, master certification? And I said, well, we need like 1,000. Which kept our dream team in their New Age store 2 Thursday nights a month for 2 years. He said, we have a mailing list of 18,000 people, so we're going to send it out. And people were lining up on a Thursday night to come and have their dreams interpreted. And we were able to communicate Jesus in a whole arena that was searching for the truth, the way, the life, but they didn't know that that's what they wanted. Yeah. And that was our start. And in between that time, we felt like we're just onto something. This is just so good. I mean, you can't put a dream sign up anywhere that people just don't line up to get in it because they want to have their dreams interpreted. They've been dreaming. And so we, understood that Joel 2:28 is a real thing. In the last days, he's going to pour out his spirit on all flesh. Your young men and women will see visions. Your old men and women will dream dreams. Well, how old is old? 5? I don't know. Some of the younger people, like, 19, 20, and they're college-age students, my goodness, they're having 4 and 5 dreams a night. And they're telling. They give us information. And people would say, well, is every dream from God? No, but God made every dreamer. So even if we don't have necessarily a God-given dream, we will have the ability to speak into the life of someone who's just had a dream that they're also formed by God, right? So it's been a real great tool of evangelism. It's been nothing like I've ever seen before.